Hello YouTube, it is Alex here, or Fish Tanks for the win, and today I'm going to be making sort of a probably 3-part video on cleaning my cold water tank. Now this tank is right next to my tropical tank here, and although it looks a lot longer, is actually the same capacity of water in there, 35 gallons. And on this tank I have a Fluval 305 canister. Sorry. That's just a little hospital tank at the moment. I got some filter floss there. I just got that off of eBay, really cheap, like a $5 for a whole roll, which is pretty good. In this tank, I've got some LED. I believe that is LED denser, but I'm not sure. Either side, I got some rocks which are covered in algae, so I'll be getting that off. I've got a moss ball here. I got 2 golden dojo or golden weather loaches. That's my smaller one. And then there's the larger one there. I got him before I got her. And I know that they're male, that she's female and he's male. And I got 2 goldfish. This goldfish is a male and he is in breeding condition. You might not be able to see, but you can see the sort of breeding spots on his gills, if the light catches it right. And I think she is a female by the plumpness of her, just with, you know, being a lot plumper than he is at the back there. That she's got eggs and that she hasn't got the white spots on her gills like he has, so sort of leads me to believe that. So basically it's just getting algae off the glass, doing all the sorts of stuff I do in my water change, and I'm going to do some little bits of filter maintenance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the camera up on a tripod so you guys can see what I'm doing. So just excuse me a second. Screwing my tripod. I got this tank second hand off of a friend, so it's not in great condition. It's like pretty scratched. I actually used it outside for a while with like outside as a sort of outdoor goldfish type thing. Right, let's try and get the tripod to work. Right. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see this really. I might set right. Apologies for all this sort of. I should have really done this before, shouldn't I? Right. So that's a good view of what's going on. So basically, I've got a bucket here, which is for my dirty water, and then I've got a bucket here, which is not full of crap for my clean water. I'm just going to put that there. If I had a spare towel, I would put a towel underneath it, but I don't think I do. Oh no, I do, sorry. So, I've got a towel here, and I always lay a towel down first. Around here in case I miss at all with the siphon. So, just plain old gravel vac, get these pretty cheap. So the first thing I'm going to do is just, I'm going to turn off the light first actually, just on the timer like that, and I'm going to take off the light. It's a single bulb in here, it's a 25 watt T8 bulb, it's not a high output bulb, it's just a regular T8 bulb. I actually got the wrong bulb for this. I think I got a marine bulb, which was the wrong one. This top is not looking too great, so I'm going to give that a clean in a minute. I won't actually show me doing that because it's pretty pointless. So first of all I'm going to do is lower the filter like that, lower the output of the filter, because I'm not going to actually turn it off at this stage, because as I'm stirring up the gravel and stirring all the crap out of that, I want my filter to pick up as much as it can, so that when I clean it I'm actually getting more dirt out of the tank. So I'm just going to take out some of these ornaments and rocks first of all, and I'm not too sure I'm going to put those actually. I'm going to put some in this jug, and I think I'm going to put some in the bucket for dirty water, I'm not sure. Right, so basically I just want to go in there. Make sure you wash your hands in I use hot water, no soap or anything like that, before you actually go into the fish tank, because any sort of soap will harm your fish and kill off the important filter bacteria in a tank. So all of these rocks I'm going to be soaking in hot water, and that's going to be like soaking in hot water for about an hour probably. Just take all of these rocks out, and this little log here for my loaches. Got a bit of plant under there. That's not much good anymore, so I'm going to throw that away. So it's a bucket of ornaments and stuff, and then I can put those soaking in a minute. I'll just put those over there for a second. And oh yeah, this doesn't really need cleaning as such. That doesn't actually grow algae. I'm not sure why. This does not sort of pick up the algae as much. I'll just put that over there. And this here, that will need to be soaked as well. I just need to drain the water out for a second. There is a fair amount of water in there. And getting the water in here is a pain. Otherwise, and if you don't have the water in here, it just literally floats away. This whole ornament just literally floats to the top. So you've got to weigh it down. This ornament I'm just going to put on the end of my towel here, because I don't actually have anywhere for it for the moment. So it's not on the carpet or anything. As you can see, quite a bit of crap's already been stirred up. So what I want to do at the moment, actually I'm going to put my bucket over there. I'm going to be careful not to spill any water. There's just my towel over there, my one. And I'm going to start going through the gravel. Get a siphon going. Stuck on the end there. I always start in the middle of the tank and go sideways. So really, the way you can get the most dirt out of your tank is actually just when you get to the bottom of the gravel, just wiggle it around slightly, like that really. You'll notice I don't really have a very thick gravel bed in here. That's because LED doesn't really need gravel to grow that much. It pretty much grows on anything LED. And also, I have a good filter, so I don't need it for any bacteria at all. And the deeper the gravel, the more likely my loaches are to get lost, because they tend to bury themselves in it. So I don't want that happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video. You get the sort of basic idea how I do that. I'm going to pause the video and show you what the tank's looking like after I've done that. Okay. Right, so my tank has been drained. I've drained about 40% of the water. Usually I'd do about 20%, but I've missed out a week. Usually I'd change 20% every week, but seeing as I missed out a week, I thought I'd do 40%. Never do more than 50% water change, because some of the free-floating bacteria in your water, obviously you're losing that by changing the water, so if you change more than 50%, it's not going to be that great for your tank, but 50% is the most you will ever need to change, really. You can change like 50% over, like change 50% every 3 days or something if you've got like really bad water quality problems. But other than that, you don't really want to be changing more than that. So, as you can see, I've drained out the water. Next step is sorting out the plants. Actually, before that, sorry, we're going to clean the algae off the sides. Still, I want to leave the filter running at this stage, just because with some of the water that's gone and the fact that I've been stirring up a load of crap, some of the anaerobic pockets in the bacteria, I need to keep that filter going that's going to be oxygenating the water, and it's not low enough so that the filter's running dry or that it's actually harmful for the filter, so there's no like harm in leaving it on at all. So I'm going to leave that running, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my algae cleaning sort of square thing and just go along the glass with that and clean off all the algae. So this is my algae cleaner. It's just like a blue sort of pad, I guess you would say. And I need to take the tripod off the camera, so sorry for shaking the camera. There we go. Right. Okay. So, I don't want to drop the camera in there, but you can probably see a little of the algae on the sides there. Quite a bit of it, really, all up there. So I'm going to be cleaning that off now. I'm just going to put the strap around my wrist, because what I don't want to do is drop this in the water. So, basically, you're just going to get your pad, and you're just going to go like this. Like that, basically. And that is getting all of that algae off. And basically, you just go from the top to the bottom. You bring some water up from the tank to help get that algae off. You just go in a sort of circular motion like that. I think that works best, really. Sorry, it's just pretty hard to film. Like that. Okay. And you just do that until all of your algae on all sides of the tank is gone. If you have like a pleco in your tank, or an antistrus, or some form of like otto cat or something that needs to actually eat the algae, then I'd recommend leaving it on either the back wall or the one of the sides or something, both of the sides, so that they actually have some food. Well, these fish don't eat algae. Well, they eat some of it, but not all of it, so they don't really need algae in the tank, which is why I get rid of it. So, let me just put my sponge down for a second, and I will come back to the video once all the algae is gone.